Here we go, Suki. Here we go. Tell me when you see us. Tell me when you see us. Come on, baby. There we go. We're up. We're up. That's what
Woo!
she said, Suki.
We're up. It's the Suki and Scott show. It's Monday night, and you know what that means, people. You know what that means.
Did you see that friggin' concert on Saturday night with the at-home people?
Yes, it was incredible.
But let me ask you a question. First of all, Elton John in the middle of the driveway, there's a basketball court, like a portable basketball court with two balls sitting behind him. Like, are we supposed to believe that Elton John's such a normal guy, locked inside his house, and he was just shooting hoops before he started playing the piano?
He does have kids. So yes, I do believe that is his own personal basketball court. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Really, really excited, Scotty. I think this was the first Monday I didn't talk to you consecutively about everything, and anything.
You blew me off all day. I don't know what's going on. You blew me right off today.
No, today was your WWE day. So when it's your WWE day, you look so handsome. Look at you.
I do look handsome, right? Don't I look good today?
Yes.
Pretty good. Oh, you know what? Let's do just hit the old share button. See if you can share it up.
I'm sharing right now with
let's get this going. I got to get it going on all of my feeds. Like, post, share, poke, tweet.
Spell like Brent's last name, BRENT-TERHUNE, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Terhune coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Funny. He's not a redneck, but he plays one on Facebook.
It's an interesting when I say he's got the audacity, the cojones. He's got it like, redneck style, and he calls himself a redneck. So we're not.
Suki, you froze already, babe.
Something. My beers?
No,
I froze already.
No, you're back. You're back.
Oh, okay.
Get those kids off the Wi-Fi, for God's sakes.
I know. But even if when they're off the Wi-Fi, something happens. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, babe. I have my my funny signs for you again today before Brent comes on. I did my signs of the day, and I wanted to bring them up only because I love this whole share screen thing. It kind of, I'm like a kid in a candy store. So
yes, okay.
I pulled out some signs for you today. You ready? These are
all right. I'm ready. I'm just want to make sure.
Funniest ones I could. Well, first of all, I know I texted you this one, my feet loaf.
Yeah. Yes, I love that one. I actually was kind of skeeved out by that.
Doesn't it look nasty?
It's kind of skeeved me. You know what I mean? It was kind of skeevy.
I sent that to my wife. I'm like, honey, I'm making you some feet loaf tonight.
It's so disgusting. Can I tell you something? The onions for the toenails. I think I just threw up in my mouth.
She writes back, WTF is wrong with you?
Yes. It's kind of like the toenails is what gets me, Scotty. The toenails. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. Here you go. Here's another one. Just remember, someone out there is quarantined with your ex. I thought that was pretty funny.
I like that one.
Three more. Hugh Hefner became a multimillionaire staying at home in his jammies. I'm not having the same result.
I like that one. I'm not having the same result. I like that one a lot. That's funny. It's a funny sign.
Why am I the only naked person at this gender reveal party? Get it?
No, I don't get it, but
gender reveal party. Somebody came naked to reveal their gender. What's wrong with you? It's like Mr. G showing up with his schwanza now because he thought it's a gender reveal party.
Why are we talking about Mr. G's anything? Come on, I don't want to talk
and then the last one.
Can I tell you, I haven't heard the term schwanzen in a long time. Schwanzen.
Laughter's the best medicine unless you have diarrhea. Those are my 5 favorites of the day.
Diarrhea. Oh, yeah.
My girl Amy Weaver just wrote she's been waiting all weekend for this show, Sue. People waiting all weekend for this.
Listen, Denise says, oh my God, this is so funny. Tammy Ortiz is here. Bill Slattery, good evening. All New Yorkers, hello. Happy Monday. Cleanna D'Agostino, our suspects, everyone's here. I'm so excited that they're talking. Joanna,
Yes.
Michael, Barbara, Vinny, everybody's here.
I feel like, Suk, I almost feel guilty over the weekend when 7 o'clock rolls around and we're not on. I feel guilty. Like people are, this entertains me. It entertains
Can I ask
me.
you a question? You know what I did on Saturday? I went food shopping on Saturday. I woke up at 7 o'clock to be the first person online at 7:30 to enter, even in the rain. And then I came home because I had to go to two places. I had to go to the meat market. Exactly. I had to go to the meat market. I'm pulling into the shop and stop 7:25. Lady was coming out. She had paper towels. I was like, she has paper towels inside. I gotta get inside now.
Get her.
I threw my car. I'm like, put my mask on, put my gloves on. I'm running in like I got a mission. I got to get those damn paper towels. It was crazy. I thought I won the lottery by having this woman, and it wasn't just regular paper. It was actually Scott's paper towels. I was like, oh my God, you got Scott's.
Nice, Suk.
So
I think I told you the other day, I ran a King supermarket and I had a whole shelf of these little tiny 4-pack toilet papers in Spanish. I never even heard of them. It could have said sandpaper for toilet paper for all I know. Little tiny ones in a 4-pack, and you're only allowed to take one. And I said to the guy in my mask, there was a guy standing next to me. I said, what is this, to wipe my hamster's ass? Is this for my hamster? It was unbelievable. Little 4-pack.
Oh, can I tell you something? My friend, actually, her mother sent her toilet paper for RVs because that was the only thing that was available. So she was like, Mom, is this gonna like disintegrate as I'm wiping my ass?
You gotta hope your finger doesn't go through. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Our boy Dave Clark is on. Remember Dave from last Friday? The Billy Joel tribute? Dave's watching. Dave Clark. Our guy Dave. Love you, Dave.
It's so quiet on the streets at Kew Gardens. Zena saying, I'm so happy to hear all of our vibrant personalities and smiles. Thank you. The wheeze is back. Scotty and I have been wheezing a lot lately. So
wheeze. Listen, you just keep Suki drinking and she'll wheeze all you want. Oh,
I
think Brent's with us. Hold on.
My husband gets jealous because you're the only person that I really drink with,
Hold on. Our boy Brent's here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm bringing in Brent Terhune. Let's see what we got.
Brent Terhune,
all the way from Indiana. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, connecting to the audio. Brent, you there, baby?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Oh, there he is. Brent, listen, I have been building you up like I got George Carlin coming on here today.
Oh, well.
Say hello to Suki.
I just want to let everybody know that I'm about to let you down then.
Brent, can I tell you something? One of my really good friends, Dr. Jason Sauer, happened to come across your video. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. He passed it along on our chain text. We were dying. This was the one when you basically said F you to, was it Walmart? It was Walmart. Oh, yeah. It was like a Saturday morning and there was a conversation between 6 of my friends, as you said, screw you to Walmart because they didn't have your soda pop.
They didn't have my 23 cases of Mountain Dew.
Yes, there you go. Your 23 cases. She told you that you could only have one case. I mean, it was hysterical. Hysterical. I don't know if you
saw that. That was an actual news story from Louisville, Kentucky, that a real couple wanted 23 cases of Mountain Dew.
Stop it.
Yeah, so that's why I saw the video, and of course I have to go out and stand in front of Walmart and make another video about it, So, but that was a real news story.
Well, you're
And
talking two news people, right? And Scotty,
Yeah.
you remember when hide your wife, that whole auto tune thing came from that one bite from that guy from it's kind of funny how news stories are now comedy these days, because people say the craziest crap when you're asking questions on a live news story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was Kenneth Copeland, that one preacher. One of his videos was viral, so somebody made like a rap video out of that recently too.
And Brent, I was telling everybody before you came on, you play a redneck on Facebook. He's not a redneck, but he plays a redneck on TV. I noticed your beard was always a little longer. You have like that Confederate beard going.
Well, I made a video saying I wasn't going to shave my beard, and I was acting like I wasn't going to. And of course, it was plugged in, and it accidentally cut my beard. I was going to shave it anyway. I'm on the road doing stand-up. I try to be every week, but with quarantine, what's it matter? So I get the short hair, and I have the short beard now. So, but I couldn't just show up with the short beard because people would be like, "Where's your beard?" So I have to do a way to actually cut my beard in a video.
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Now, and you said the character, I think, comes from it's got roots in professional wrestling and WWE, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big wrestling fan, and as well as I do that most wrestlers, they don't break character. So that's what I try to do in the videos. I don't want to give you a wink or a nod or anything. I just want to make you think it's real, like hanging out in front of Walmart, because that's the kind of video you would see, somebody actually do. So I didn't want to break character, and it's more fun that way,
It's hysterical that way.
You don't normally hang out in front of Walmart, bro?
Not really, no.
No, that's Scotty and I. Scotty and I, as news people, have hung out and done our fair share of it. Oh, look, he's a video.
And you can see former wrestler for WWE right there. So I'm a big wrestling fan. So.
Scotty, you see this, Scotty? It's a full circle moment for you. The WWE, it ties it all back, Scotty. Ties it all back.
It never ends. Brent, listen, everybody's quarantined. Everybody's, going out of their minds, trying to get out of the house. And again, listen, you can't compare it really. When I know we're locked in our homes, we're not really locked in our homes. And I can't compare this to anything. I saw a guy online this week. It said an Idaho lawmaker compared the quarantine and the lockdown to the Holocaust. And I was like, oh, is this guy out of his mind? I'm like, you're comparing the concentration camps to you not being able to go to TGI Fridays and hang out at the bar. That's what you're comparing this to. But listen, you have your own theories on how the virus got started. But so give us your thoughts.
Yeah, of course. Well, the character has theories. But,
you gotta get into you gotta give New Yorkers a taste of your character.
Yeah, well, I mean, somebody made that for me, but that somebody made the Funko Pop of me. But the character, he would everything. He's like, I seen on Fox News that how the Crayola virus got started. And I think it's a hoax, but if it's not a hoax, then of course it started by 5G, which is not to be confused with the 3Gs that I live my life by: God, guns, and country. But I digest. I think the virus was started from, Ozzy Osbourne was always eating bats, and they said it was from bats. So why couldn't it be Ozzy? Or the scapegoat is Barack Hussein Obama. That's who did it, of course. When all else fails, you can just blame Obama. That's what happens.
It's funny because when you watch your stuff, I can't tell if you're a Trump supporter, because it starts out like you're a Trump guy, and then you flip over to kind of, reaming him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just a conscience of America. He's playing both sides, and it's kind of good. You don't have to be one or the other. You can just find the truth. It's somewhere in the tea leaves. What do you say?
Yeah, I try to make it, make it like a dog, and then he starts to meow. like he looks like one thing and then he says something else. Because whether I say that I'm a redneck or not, there's always people on the internet that is like, can you believe this, redneck? So I guess I might as well play it up. You know, being from Indiana, and I guess I sound Southern. To me, I don't sound Southern, but I know people think that anyway. So I might as well embrace it and then start out serious, and then I sneak in those little jokes in between, and hopefully that you can pick up on the jokes and the satire. But unfortunately, that's not always the case.
All right, so I want you to pretend you got your redneck hat on.
I love the satire.
Tell me what you got. I think Suki up there she is. Suki, I love when you freeze. That gives me so much pleasure. It's unbelievable. I want you to get into your guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like she'll be talking, Brent, and all of a sudden it's just, she's like,
Screw both of you. Screw both of you. I don't even know, Brent. Screw you.
I'm sorry, but you're correct in saying so.
You know, give me the bit you did. What the character? What he thought about all the candidates when in the Democratic process.
Welcome to the roast of everybody but my president and still your president, Donald J. Trump. Of course, you know, we have several political candidates and you have to roast the ones you love. So, of course, we have to talk about Ted Cruz, or as I like to call him, a timid vampire. He looks like he would bite your neck, but he would ask permission first. Like he'd be like, hey, do you mind real quick that I can get that? And also Mitch McConnell, who's got that venom sac down there on his neck. He looked like he would like spit venom on you, but not in a way that Ted Cruz would. You have Amy Klobuchar. Of course, she's not running anymore, but she looks too nice. She looks like she wants to speak to your manager, but to let him know how good of a job you're doing. Crazy Bernie Sanders. Nobody who works 40 hours a week should live in poverty. He sounds like some kind of car salesman, like nobody who drives a POS car 40 hours a week should drive in poverty. You know?
By POS, you mean piece of Shiite? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Gotcha.
You used, you know what? You used Shiite in this Facebook, whatever we do, and you used Schwanson. You know that? You used Shiite and Swanson.
Brent, do they use the term Schwanson in Indiana at all?
Not that I know of. That's not part of my vocabulary, but it is now.
What do rednecks call it?
A pecker. That's what they call it.
Yes, a pecker.
That's exclusively a white guy word is pecker.
Pecker. You little pecker, get over here.
You little pecker.
Great word.
Or if you're a mad white guy, you got to call somebody a peckerhead. That look at this peckerhead over here. You know.
And you got something called the Pastor Spell Challenge?
Well, it's not my challenge, but it's from Pastor Tony Spell down in Louisiana. He's my spiritual advisor, and I'd recommend him to you as well. But he wants you to take your stimulus check, your 1,200 Trump bucks, your 1,200 Donnie dollars, and he wants you to donate it to an evangelical pastor. And I couldn't agree more, because these guys have been suffering. They weren't allowed to be open for Easter, which everybody knows that's the Black Friday of church. That's when they make their most money. Even though we're all washed in the blood like that girl Carrie from that movie. I don't remember what it was called, but her name was Carrie. And
the movie was called Carrie.
Is it? Like them elevators in The Shining. I don't, well, the kid had The Shining. I don't know what the movie was called, but the kid had The Shining. But see, what you have to do is you have to ask God for money, and then you give the pastor the money, and he honors God by buying a mansion and a jet. It's called trickle down blessings.
I know you can walk without that virus.
Yeah. Apparently 2 or 3 pastors have already cured it, but you wouldn't know, apparently. So.
Can you believe in the news today, like they were talking about beaches reopening, nail salons reopening, I mean, I was just like, hair salons, nail salons. We just need to get back to work. And there's all these protests. Meanwhile, the death toll continues to stay, somewhere at 500 in so many cities. And we know that there is a COVID wave that's going to happen if you don't self-isolate, you reopen. Now, people in Indiana, I'm curious. Now, how would your fans perceive what I said? Do they just think that I'm a New Yorker and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about? Or what would they think about us from New York?
My fans would agree with you, but the people that think I'm real would say you're full of Shiite, as you said it before. Because they think they're going to kick this virus's ass and they're going to open carry all over the virus. And that's not even Indiana. Those are protests all over the place. They were protesting in front of the governor's mansion, formerly the presidential ride or die chick himself, Mike Pence, his house, but now it's the other Indiana governor.
Did you call Mike Pence a ride or die chick?
He's been there since day one. So he's about the only one that's been around since day one. But they would think that you're a tyrant. Before I went on with you guys, I did a video because I don't know if you saw in Los Angeles, there was a skate park that they filled with sand because everybody wanted to go skating. And now I have a skate park right by my house. So I went over there and I made it. They have the barricades around it. But that's where my tax dollars are going. If I pay tax dollars, that's where they're going, is to barricade the skate park. So, and I believe it was Patrick Henry that said that give me half pipes or give me death is what he said.
Yeah, it was him, Patrick Henry. Did you get your stimulus check yet?
I have not yet, but I've already spent it. I can tell you that much. So,
where are you Donnie Bucks going?
My Donnie dollars, I've already bought a big 70-inch TV. It's 4K. You can watch the gaslighting conferences the press conferences every day. It's 4K, so you can see all the hairspray molecules and the spray tan molecules and the Adderall dust on Trump's nose. But that's where my Donnie dollars are going, is towards a big TV.
Unreal. Brent, where can people find you? Give them a few addresses.
BrentComedy.com is and you can find everything. I also have a podcast called The Field Trip, and it's just a general pop culture show. So I've done like South Park's most controversial episodes. I've done parody religions. Did you know that there's a religion called the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? Were you aware of this?
No, I do not know.
I wasn't either, but apparently there's a Church of Google, but the Flying Spaghetti Monster, they end all their ceremonies with raw men, and that's not a joke. That's what they do.
That's real?
Yes, they wear, and there was like it's a parody religion. They're trying to get, people want to wear headgear in their driver's license photos, religious headgear. So of course they wear a colander on their head, and that's a real church. So they celebrate Passover and Ramadan.
Nice.
And these are not my jokes. This is the real religion.
Nice.
So, and then I'm on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff.
Very
Led
funny.
by Chef Boyardee, I assume. Gotta be.
Can I tell you something? A lot of people are talking about. Brent is a true American hero and a great comedian. Matt Schwickheimer.
Yeah, Schwickheimer loves you. Schwickheimer loves you.
I believe that's my mom's second burner Facebook account. So
listen, somebody has already framed his check that was signed King Donald Trump.
Yeah, once I get it back from the check cashing place, I'm going to hang it on the wall.
Hey, Brent, were you able to take this and share it on your Facebook page at all? Or
yes, I shared it, and I shared it on my Twitter as well.
Oh, okay. That's how Schwickheimer got in here. I was wondering.
That's right.
I wonder how he made his way.
Well, we were wondering about Schwickenheimer. Honey, can you get? I'm curious. What do you think about this? We were talking about he went shopping last week. I went shopping this weekend. I still can't find the toilet paper. I still can't find the other necessities that I need. What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts? What would the redneck's thoughts be on this right now?
There you go.
Gotta wear a
nice.
mask.
Oh, now he's a luchador, Sue. Go ahead, baby.
This is the only mask I have in my house, by the way, and it's not done anything. But The redneck, of course, would have told you to get your toilet paper a month ago, and I'm selling it on the dark web for $80, and it's $120 if you want 2-ply.
We were talking about how a girlfriend of mine, her father had what is it called? Biodegradable RV toilet paper, and he shipped it up to her, but she's afraid to use it because she's afraid it's going to degrade right before she starts getting in there to do her business. So
that's like the one ply you get at Target when you go use their bathroom at Target, and you can like read through the toilet paper. It's like, this is no good. Like, I'm just gonna go buy some and then use it in your bathroom because it's gonna pay off better than using this tissue paper.
Right. What's the difference when I'm shopping? I see Charmin Ultimate Soft and Charmin Ultimate Strong, 2 different packages. What's the difference?
I think it's how it wears on you. It's your body, your choice, and you have to decide what works for you. Maybe you want strong, maybe you want soft. I don't know how calloused you are back there.
I remember in college we had those, when you're in the dorms and everybody shares the bathrooms, right? They had rolls of toilet paper. And you used to have to take the paper wrap off it, and it used to say luxury toilet paper that literally felt like using this hard baseball on your butt. And I was like, boy, what an ironic thing to have luxurious on the wrapping, and it feels like sandpaper.
I would hate to see the non-luxurious toilet paper.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Probably
That's got
buy that at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Jesus. Somebody wrote here, love his character. Saw him in Youngstown, Ohio for a regular show. He is all around funny. Are you always in the redneck guy?
What's that?
Are you always in that redneck character?
No, because I mean, it's one thing if I was Bill Maher and everybody knew they were coming to see Bill Maher with a little political slant, but I'm just a guy, and you can tell I'm doing well because I was in Youngstown, Ohio. That's how well I'm doing.
That chuckle, right?
Yes. So thanks to whoever said that. But yeah, I don't usually do the character on stage because, especially with something that is played for satire, a lot of people don't understand what I'm doing. So I want everybody to leave a live show at least having fun. So the character only exists online, and that's where that character exists in real life, is online, because everybody knows a guy that likes to rant in his truck and somehow has fixed all the problems.
If you could fix the problems, where would you start right now? With the coronavirus or the Crayola virus?
Well, it's called the canola virus. I would argue that there are no problems because the guy that's president is in office right now. And the only problem is that we have to reelect him. Why should we have to reelect him in the first place? I'm saying 4 more beers and 4 more years. That's what I'm saying.
I noticed you have that section on your site called you have comfort beers,
emotional support beer. I don't know. I don't have one right now, but I sell these at live shows and I'm out. That's how good I am. I'm out. But I sell these online, so I have red and blue emotional support beers because, of course, why wouldn't the guy that rants in his truck have to be comforted by alcohol? By the way, I call it a 2020 big ass truck, whatever year it is, plus big ass truck. But I drive a Prius, a little peek behind the curtain. So
there's no truck. I thought you're in the truck.
If you make it the right angle, it looks like a truck. I think. I just say that.
Who were your big comedy idols growing up?
I mean, obviously George Carlin was a big inspiration to me. You can't tell, but I'm wearing a Richard Pryor shirt.
Nice. Those are his eyes. That's for sure.
Yeah. I told him when I ordered the shirt, I want you to nail the eyes. I love George Carlin, Richard Pryor, but that's the typical comedian answer. I love Mitch Hedberg. Are you guys familiar with Mitch Hedberg?
I don't think I am.
Mm-hmm.
He would say, I'm tired of following my dreams. I'm just going to find out where they're going and hook up with them later.
I'm one nighter. Scotty and I are doing right now.
Yeah.
Hedberg's a funny guy.
Mitch Hedberg. And then being from the Midwest, there's a radio show called Bob and Tom. I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's a syndicated show. but a lot of those guys that came through, Roy Wood Jr. was a guy who came through Bob and Tom, and now he's a correspondent on The Daily Show. Chad Daniels was another guy, and Greg Warren, all those guys, and I'm sure I'm leaving out a ton, but especially George Carlin for sure.
And I got to assume, in Indiana, the music of choice is probably a little country, or no?
I mean, not for me, but everybody else. That's what people are listening to.
What are you doing? He's listening to Rush, probably, right?
Rush?
Rush is fine. Yeah, I'm more of a Metallica guy, and I like Iron Maiden stuff that your grandma would probably turn down. There's a band called Coheed and Cambria. They're from New York. I like them a lot. And then I do like some country. I like Chris Stapleton, Tom Petty, that kind of stuff. So
can I tell you something? What do you drink and put in your cozy as an emotional support?
Well, whatever's around, but I normally I would have a Hamm's beer. Do you know what Hamm's is?
No.
Yes.
It's not good. It's disgusting. It should say disgusting on the can, but it's whatever that's around, because you don't need, it doesn't need to be real beer as long as it's an emotional support beer.
Can I ask you a question? Is it kind of like Boone's, like that kind of stuff, or Schlitz or Schlitz?
A minimum 30 pack. It doesn't come in anything less than that. I'm sure there are smaller packs, but it's not good. And I more so, I'm a vodka drinker than a beer drinker, but it's hard to have emotional support vodka. People think you have a problem.
True.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well, Brent, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, my friend. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was watching one of the earlier episodes with Johnny Sack, and I would
go
back but that's one of my quarantine things is I've since rewatched The Sopranos. This is like my 5th time. So I would tell people to go back and watch the episode with Johnny Sack because it was really good.
That's what we were talking about, how it's amazing that everybody's going back and rewatching The Sopranos. And I said, when I think of him on The Sopranos, I think of him running with Tony. Where were they in the backyard? The FBI show up and the two of them take off, right?
Yeah, because of the Rico case or something like that. And the thing I love about Johnny Sack, his performance always starts out a little normal and then he gets really loud. And
It's kind of like everybody that I know in New York. You start off really soft, and then when it's not going your way, you're like, "What the hell is going on? Like, why aren't you? Do you hear me? Are you listening? Do you see me? Or am I going to have to completely lose my mind on you right now?"
Yeah, it's similar to the redneck character, but I don't start quiet. I start from 10 and have to maintain a 10 till I'm done ranting. Because
can I ask you a question? Can you do a good rant for me, please? I just feel like I need it.
Our New York folks, Brent, they want to see. Give us full redneck. Just go off. Go ahead.
Coming to you live in a living color from my compound here in Indianapolis. I'm American by birth, but I'm Hoosier by the grace of God herself. It's the redneck y'all just love to hate. You hate me, and it makes me stronger. But I seen on Fox News that my president and still your president, Donald J. Trump, wants to send me $1,200, 1,200 Donnie dollars, 1,200 Trump bucks. And I couldn't be happier because I've been hurting. I need to get back to work. If I had a job, I'd have to get back to it. So thank you, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Thank you.
Good stuff, my man. Thank you, bud.
Thank you, guys.
Brent Terhune, one more time, where can people find you?
BrentComedy.com. You can find everything there, and then I have links to everything else.
You got it, my friend. Thank you, Brent. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Stay safe. Sanitized.
See ya.
All right. Definitely. Bye-bye. That's funny.
Funny. Yeah, I thought he was gonna have that big long red beard that he's always wearing, right? Suk?
No, he shaved it off. Shaved it off in his last one. Yeah,
you knew he shaved it off?
In his last one. Yeah, that was part of his bit. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If people don't know who he is, when he gets into character and he goes off, I mean, it is one of the funniest things you've ever really seen. I mean, you know what? And even when he's non-character, he's really sharp. He's very, very funny. And that's good to talk to somebody like that. What? Go ahead. What are you talking about?
No, I was going to say tomorrow night we got Toby Ives. We got Toby Lightman coming up. She's a fantastic singer, plays the guitar. She's going to join us. Wednesday night we got that guy Phil Paz. You know Phil.
Phil Paz. Yep.
He was in the military SWAT. He's now go look him up. He sings in his car, Suki. He's got an awesome voice. He's always I think he retired, but he still sings. The guy's amazing. The women love him. He's one of those good-looking bald men. You know what I mean?
I am a good-looking bald man.
And then from what I understand, I think we're going to have one of the only guys to pitch a no-hitter for the Yankees. Perfect game with David Wells. I think's coming up this week with us. We had Nick Swisher last week, so Wells going to talk. We'll talk to him. I believe he was out drinking, little drunk the night before he threw his perfect game, which is kind of crazy.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Anytime like I've ever gone out, I've never been useful the next day.
Yeah, he pitched a perfect game. Perfect.
Hysterical.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
I know. Any other news you want to talk about? The craziness in the world today? Anything, Scotty?
There's a lot of talk about testicles and how it affects the coronavirus. How men are getting it worse because of testicles. Believe it or not.
Why? The corona goes up your testes?
I don't know. That it seems to be storing in the testicles. I'm trying to find it, but
what is? How does that? Really, that's Zika. Zika goes into your testicles.
But I saw the Post had another article about testicles. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick.
You mean the Washington Post or the New York Post?
New York Post. Oh, here it is. So it says testicles. Testicles may make men more vulnerable to coronavirus, according to a study. It says the virus could linger. It could linger in the testicles, making men more prone to longer, more severe cases of the illness, according to a new study.
What? Does that mean that somebody's going to cut theirs off?
I'll tell you here, right?
Scotty, who's going to cut off their testicles? Which guy's going to cut it? What are you talking about? Are we going back to balls? Are we talking about your balls now?
We're talking about testes. Researchers tracked the recovery of 68 patients to study the gender disparity of the virus, which has taken a worse toll on men, according to the report, because it stays longer in the body near the testicles. I'm not making this up.
So your balls are always hanging out having a party, right?
Yeah.
They're always hanging down there. They get warm. They get itchy. You got to shift them. You're always touching them. They get cold. They pull back up and they need you. You know, they need
it's like Caligula
together.
Yeah, it's like Caligula down there. It's a constant party, Suki. There's wine, there's drugs, there's sex, you name
it. Amy Weaver goes, I already cut my husband's balls off. Holy crap, Amy. What the hell are you telling me?
That's my girl, Amy. Listen, most wives have their husband's balls in a little carton, don't they? Yeah, well, you
got to squeeze the ball.
Robin Williams used to do that bit. You leave your house.
Robin Williams did do that, but oh my God, that was funny. But I'm serious. Yeah. I mean, I've never heard of that. So because it's warm down there, you're more susceptible. Like the virus likes the warmth. I'm not getting this story. Can you read it? Why does the virus like it?
I don't know. It says others have suggested men are more vulnerable because they're more likely to smoke, have high blood pressure, or suffer coronary artery disease.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're talking. Oh, okay. Here. These observations demonstrate that male subjects have delayed viral clearance. The authors wrote, adding that the testicles may be serving as reservoirs for the virus. That's what's going on in the testes right now. And quite frankly, Suki, I don't like it one bit.
I don't want anybody to touch my testes.
Who are these people who have a virus in their testicles, George? I don't know. Oh, by the way, can I tell you what's going on in my house?
What's going on? What's your wife doing? What's your wife doing?
I have been trying to convince my wife to watch Ozark for the last, since whenever it came out, season one, season two.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it.
She started episode 1, season 1 yesterday morning. Suki, I have not seen her leave the bedroom in 2 days. She's in the middle of season 2. She has not left. No shower, hair standing on end, anxiety through the roof from the show. She hasn't left the TV. It just go, on Netflix, it goes one show into the next. I haven't seen her. Haven't seen her in 2 days. I stick my head in. You like it? I'm going to kill you from it. This is great. I love it. I have too much anxiety. Haven't seen it.
Can I tell you something, Jim? Somebody actually said something really funny. What's his name? Oh my God. Meyer Alexander was talking about your balls and saying that was totally nuts. Drain the balls.
Totally nuts.
That's funny. That's funny. People are really funny. Anyway, so we're all doing good. You're doing good. I actually was like your wife for 24 hours where I didn't get out. I didn't shower. I didn't do anything. I was a filthy, disgusting animal. Cleaning the house, cooking. I don't know where the day went yesterday. I was made sauce. I was like, before you know it, I had a glass of wine. I talked to my friends. Did you download this house party app? Have you done that?
Oh, that's an oldie at the house party. We just FaceTime. You could put 10 different people on FaceTime if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty filthy. And then what I find myself doing is showering, like midday around 3 o'clock after the kids are done, the cooking is done. It's awful. And then I felt like, you really just have to, get dressed, curl your hair, and hang out like you're going out at night.
Yeah.
Where you going nowhere.
I said, take your bathrobe off, put on some jeans and a sweater, and we'll go for a ride. Make it feel like we're doing something. You know what I mean? It's like you go for a ride to nowhere.
You know what you should do? You should hang out and go make out in a car, in the back seat of the car, like you were in high school with your wife,
I could barely get in and out of the car these days, Suk.
OMG.
Hey, there's
Todd
another one of those
Crawford
concerts.
Joining us. Hello, Todd Crawford. Hello, Todd Crawford.
Oh, Todd Crawford, huh?
Yes, we have to give love to Todd Crawford, Lisa Calagrassi's husband. We love him, love him, love him. Karen Viviani says, what's the rush? Where are you going? It's true, Karen. Where are we going? Nowhere. It's like, all right, I was a filthy animal. I hate being a filthy animal, but I like getting dressed up.
My girl Selena writes, I leave Suki and Scott on for the guests. I come back and they're again talking about testicles. What else are you going to talk about?
Well,
Suk, there's another
when you have this
one
crazy
concerts.
What concert?
I think tomorrow it's like a Jersey Cares concert with Springsteen and Bon Jovi. I think that's tomorrow night. Yeah. I think tomorrow on ABC and maybe News 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I tell you something? Some of those concerts I like, some of them I don't like. I mean, I'm just kind of click. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm stuck on Netflix. I'm just kind of doing Netflix right now.
I know it's sacrilegious to say, but I don't dislike anybody, but who annoys me? I'm going to say annoys me because dislike is a strong word because I don't know her personally.
Yeah.
Beyonce annoys the hell out of me.
Are you serious?
She annoys the hell out of me. Every time she comes on screen and starts talking and philosophizing, it annoys the hell out of me. She came on the other night. She started talking.
What is she philosophizing about?
You know what? I know you made $1 gazillion and you're a great singer, but so just entertain. Stop talking about, I don't need her telling me what's going on in the world with the virus and what percentage of African Americans have it and whites have it and Asians have it. It's just sing to me, Beyonce. Just sing. That's all I want to hear from her.
Just rock me to bed. Rock me, baby.
And
rock me.
Even in the Disney show the other night with the Disney songs, she came on, right? And she had her phone was like right up against her face. Her whole head
Yeah.
was covering the whole screen. And she sang, I think, Wish Upon a Star. And it annoyed me. I don't know why, but she just annoys me. Maybe because her life's too perfect. She annoys me. But I've seen enough of Beyonce.
Oh, don't say that,
shows.
Scotty. She's
I've
awesome.
seen enough.
I love her. I mean, she's doing the best she can. Did I freeze again? I did freeze. Listen.
No, you're good.
I like Beyonce a lot. Hear me out. I like Beyonce a lot. And you know what she would say? Middle finger up to you. Boy, bye. That's what she would say. Boy, bye.
A lot of folks agree with me on watching our show. I'm telling you, man, she's got this annoying thing to her, and I don't know what it is. She's a beautiful woman, successful, smart, great singer. And I just, for some reason, every time she comes on, I'm like, again with this woman, I can't take it anymore. I don't want to sound like
I think I said something like, oh, I didn't like what Beyonce was wearing, and I said it on Channel 11. Like that was like, I got so much hate mail for saying, how dare you? What are you, crazy? How could you say something like that? So, now what I've learned about social media is it's hard to say anything about anybody, because if you say one thing, all of her fans come on you and swoop on you, and they're like, they eat at you. So, I mean, listen, she's doing her part. She's helping you, whatever. Scotty, everybody wants to know, what was your favorite song from Thursday on Disney? Cleanna says everyone has their opinion. Her music is great, but I agree with Scott. That's what Jenny says. Jen McSweeney.
See, because I'm not. If I were just to go on like Twitter and say Beyonce's annoying, it makes me sound like a jackwad. But I'm telling you, she's got it all. Beautiful, amazing. But I'm tired of seeing her tell me, just sing to me, Beyonce. That's all I want you to do. You know what I mean?
Yep. And we got to sing. We got to
put a ring on it. What?
We got to sing and end this, don't we?
All right. So we'll do that. And my favorite song from the other night was the ending, I think, the High School Musical finale. That was pretty good.
I don't know any of those songs. Why don't you do the High School Musical? Go ahead.
No, Suki, you got to get on it. You got to get on High School Musical. Once your daughter gets a little older, she's going to be into it.
I don't think so, because that was like that was like your elder daughter's generation. I don't think Dilly watches High School Musical.
Oh no, Dilly loves it. It doesn't get old. It doesn't wear out. Like it's this generation's Grease type of deal.
Oh, okay.
Except all three versions are good. So she'll like it.
Can I tell you something? Yeah, okay. All right.
It doesn't lose its it still holds. It still holds. Let me see. It still holds.
Is part of it.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I got so much work to do tomorrow. I'm going to be on Pamela Peckerman. I'm going to be on Pamela Peckerman's mompreneur thing. It's going to be on Instagram.
Peckerman?
If anybody wants to join, yep, at Pamela Peckerman. And then, oh my God, Jeff Marchetti is joining us. Jeffrey Marchetti. I love that.
Who's Jeff Marchetti? Do I know Jeff?
I don't know. Have you ever met Jeff Marchetti? He's really famous. He's done like every show, The Sopranos. He's done, what was the one with Buscemi? Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, yeah. Boardwalk Empire, yeah.
I don't know. He's done a lot of stuff.
You like this one? It's my life.
Oh, are we doing Bon Jovi for tomorrow? No, I think we should do
You want Springsteen?
You want to do Springsteen? No.
You want Springsteen?
I want disco.
What am I thinking? Hold on, Suki. What am I thinking? Of course we want disco.
I want disco. I don't want.
What's your favorite classic disco song?
Oh, I have so many. I don't know.
Is it like Mandolay?
I love Mandolay. Play Mandolay.
You like Mandolay?
I love Mandolay. You know, when I went to
Coming up.
college, everybody was like, what song? I was like, I went to school in Pennsylvania, this really like small liberal arts school. I was like, Mondelez, can you play Mondelez, please? And they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Go ahead, Suki. Let me see it.
This is for my girlfriend, Jenny V. I can't hear
That's
you.
the girl you went to the prom with, right?
Jenny? No, Jenny V. Anyway, I can't hear it.
Can't hear it?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah. Now you can?
Mondelez. All right.
You walk in the club, you got your silk shirt on.
Ridiculous. Can I tell you something? You know, all that, like, you know, all that stuff back in the days, like a lot of that music that grew up in the 80s, like a lot of the freestyle stuff, you go somewhere else in the country, they're like, what? I'm like, this is freestyle. You gotta get a freestyle fix. They're like, it must have been strictly like a New York City thing.
New York,
anyway,
5 boroughs, man.
5 boroughs, and even the county of Rockland for you.
Oh, baby. Dun, 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 dun. You belly up to the bar, you're like,
Mondelez, hey, what's up? What's up, Vinny?
Can I get another? Like,
there's so many.
so
All right. I gotta go.
tomorrow, till I see you again.
So we've got who do we got tomorrow?
We've got Ms. Lightman, who's going to be on with us tomorrow. She's a great singer, plays the guitar. Our boy Philip Paz on Wednesday. David Wells on Thursday. We'll see who we got coming up on Friday. Maybe a little surprise. But we're good.
Yeah.
We're good, Suk. We're like the Tonight Show. We're exposing new talent to the people while they're home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Having a good time. Hopefully you guys actually tell everybody about it. Like the page, share the page, have fun. We're having a good time. And stay safe. Really, the real heroes are the ones that are out there on the front lines, driving the trucks, stocking the food shelves, you know, in the hospitals, the first responders in every level here. And of course, that's being redefined every day. So do your thing, do your part, socially distance, and we really love you. We really
Wait,
love
Suk,
you.
before you go, let me just leave you with one image before you go to bed tonight.
Okay. Oh God, that's so nasty. Feetloaf.
Little
That is
feetloaf,
look at the
baby.
onion.
Cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh my God, nasty. Do you have a thing for feet?
Me, no, I
Out of
hate feet.
curiosity.
Hate feet.
Do you know love feet? You know that, right?
Who loves feet? Who loves feet?
There are people that love feet.
Oh, I
Guys
know,
love feet. There
Suki.
was a guy that was that.
I remember the little text messages you would get when we were sitting on the set at Pix. People wanted to see they like when the feet are dangling with the high heels. Like what kind of sick individual?
Remember the one guy that showed his pecker on a DM,
Yeah.
and I was like, and he was like,
And I answered him. Right? Remember that? Folks, we're in the middle of doing the morning show on Pix, right? Suki gets like an Instagram video of some guy with his pants down, with his schwanzen out, and he's like, he thinks he's getting everybody all hot and bothered. So instead of Suki answering back, we do a video of me, and I look into the camera. I'm like, you sick son of a bitch. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I bet you're not horny now, are you pervert? Right? people used to want to see like what's with the hanging feet shots that they wanted to see.
He was the shoe dangler. He loved it.
Yeah, the shoe dangler. Can you believe people? They're into dangling feet with the shoes. You got to have half the shoe off.
It's
with
nasty.
The toes, just hanging on the toes. Wow.
They want to lick your toes.
Oh.
Let me lick you up and down.
Wait, hold on, Suki. Hold on. There it is.
Oh, it's so gross.
There's your feet.
All right. All right. We're having a Nerf
babe.
war going on in my house. So.
Yeah, go ahead. Have some fun. Don't get hit in the. Tell your husband not to get hit in the testicles with the Nerf things. Because you know anything thrown in the house will either hit you in the eye or the testicles, no matter.
I know. All right, Scotty. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Nighty night, mama.
Arrivederci.
Here we go. Ready? 1,
It's 2, 3.